In today's show, we're taking a look from McFarlane Toys, Fortnite Gaming, Big Mouth. Stay tuned. Welcome everyone, guys. Welcome back. Thank you. Thank you for joining me here on R.P.Animations. I'm your host, Red. And then guys, sincerely, if you guys clicked on this video because of the thumbnail, I appreciate it because when I did my dramatic intros like I always do, I was looking at the box, saw the cover art had him holding one of those frogs and eating it, and I saw the backpack and decided, let me try something like that. Let me see if I can pull it off. And it's almost like a one shot. I put the frogs in his hands. I put everything in his hands. I put him there on the base. He is top heavy, but for some miracle, he stood up. I got the angle right like I wanted, and I took the picture, and then I left him there now to do the review. So thank you so much if you did click on it. Few things we're gonna do. We're gonna take a look at Big Mouth, but guys, let's get rid of all the boring stuff first, and then we'll talk about this guy because I'm quite surprised at the Fortnite community. I'm not knocking them, so please don't get offended. It's not like that. I'll tell you what I mean by it as soon as let's get this out of the way. First, we've got the stand that comes with the figure, so eventually I might have to put him on the figure because he is a little bit top heavy as we move him around. On his hands, I'm going to take it off. I'm going to take the figure, bring him over here. On his hand, I was able to wedge between the two frogs' legs the backpack, which when I was first doing it, here's the backpack. When the figure fell here on my desk a couple of times, and luckily I was looking on the floor, and it looks like one of the tongues from the frogs fell. Not gonna make me miserable. This is not a collector's item. This is more of an animation item, and we'll talk more about it. Not a lot of articulation from what I can see on the figure, but it sure does make for a good horror action figure. So we'll put that here on the side. I'll show you how to put the backpack later on. I'm sure you guys know how to put a backpack. Love his weapon. I guess this is his weapon in the game. This bow and arrow. It's not pointed. I guess this must be a shotgun or some kind of explosive device. I'm kind of mixed bag because there are times that I wish the arrow was separate from the bow. And we'll put on his hand to see what it looks like. Put that over here. And then last but not least, this I'm assuming is his harvesting tool. It is a shovel. Never seen a shovel like this. It is hard plastic, guys. It's not going to cut you, but it will leave indentations in your finger. So be careful with that. And he's got a club. So overall, this figure caught my attention when McFarlane first announced it. I don't remember how I got my hands on it. I don't know if I saw it somewhere in the store and I picked it up. But you guys have been hearing me lately that I'm went to my storage unit to grab some of my action figures, and I've had them for a while, a very long while, and I know it's older, but it doesn't hurt to do that. Now, here's the thing I have about Big Mouth, and this is where I touch base about the Fortnite community. I actually went on YouTube and I typed in Big Mouth Fortnite history, nothing. Character history, nothing. The only thing that's out there about Fortnite is a very long video, I think almost an hour, about the history of the entire world. But I didn't stick long enough, so I don't really know if the character information is there. I even tried Googling to see. So if you guys know anything about this character, his background, because I know that there's backgrounds about these characters out there. Now, for my world, for my specific world, Big Mouth reminds me, and I think that's probably why I got it, of the Thing. Look at that, man. You can even see in the back. The head does not move, guys. It did not articulate, does not go up and down. So it's a mixed opportunity. However, the only articulation is the tongue. So you definitely get that type of venom type of action. But he reminds me of the Thing. And talking about that, I believe there was a customizer out there that grabbed it and turned it into a Thing monster from the movie The Thing. I like to see it, even though it looks like he's got a parka on, I like to think of it as This is some kind of hellspawn that was created to be a replica of the predators, and his obviously his favorite food are frogs, but when he's on the hunt, he kills spawns and anti-spawns and saves their energy or ectoplasms in vials there. He's got another vial and some concoctions there. So if any of you can tell me what any of this is, but now the video may not be long. It's mainly mostly focused on details and articulation because there isn't really much. But as an animator, you'll be able to articulate this guy, for your fighting scenes if that's what you're gonna have. Against Spawn, maybe in your imagination you create your own world. You may not even need to use this. You can use guns or some kind of hell spawn type of weapon. Using as that. So let's put the arrow here. I took him off screen because it looks like I'm going to be fidgeting and fighting with this. I was so amused by it that I didn't bother to. Okay, no, the arrow did go on. So this is what the arrow looks like. Not the arrow, the whole entire compound bow on him. He's got his little frog. I thought about taking off the frog, but I don't want to ruin the aesthetics. I want it to look like that's his favorite snack. A little silliness, even though you guys know I hate comedy and stupidities. That's just me. Let's see what the harvesting tool looks like in his hands. I did take him off camera. Again, guys, you can hear me fidgeting with the figure. Oh, let's see here. As usual, I don't understand. I mean, I get it. People prefer the plastic to be harder instead of loose so the items don't fall. This is what he looks like with his harvesting tool on him. There he is. Let's continue looking at the, and again, here's the backpack. It goes here in the back. Obviously, it's a backpack. So you can see that middle frog, that's where it broke. Again, I'm never going to use this on his back. I think it looks ridiculous. I may use another Fortnite backpack to give to him, something that's got more presence to it. Maybe you can grab Big Mouth, make him some kind of, in your story or in your world, some kind of Native American skinwalker, some kind of demon conjured up. So many possibilities. It doesn't have to be the canon of that. So as I told you guys, the articulation, the tongue goes up and down, and you could see by the toy photography that I did, and I only took one picture with my phone and edited, guys. That's it. That's all I use, and I do the color correction on the phone using the curves. That's how you get that look that I give you all the time on it, because that's what I like. You can look inside his mouth. That's crazy. There is I think it's a ball bearing or there. Look at that. There's even texture there. Look how gnarly the teeth are. Sadly, I wish the head would have articulated down, at least, on a ratchet system, the click, click, click. And then you get that. You kind of get the impression, because there's a line in the back, like it almost does close, but it doesn't, guys. And there's no head rotation. So the arms do go out in a T pose like that. You do get the butterfly joint there. You do get, I believe there's a cutoff line for a bicep swivel here. See that there? You get the ever popular double jointed. The hand is on a ball joint that swivels, goes up and down. No waist articulation, but you do get to move him around that way. And I think they did that because it is hollow piece here in this park. I'm going to call it a parka, guys, because I'm assuming the people from Fortnite thought about the thing, the snow, and it kind of gives me that impression. But with him, you can kick this far. You can do double jointed knees. Sorry, I hit the camera. See that there? It is on that McFarlane joint, so you do get to pivot up and down. And then last but not least, the toe articulation. So overall, guys, honestly, I got this for my horror collection and my horror action figures to add them in there. And then as I sat down and looked at him even more, I said, you know what? This can be some kind of a hellspawn creature that can go after the Scourge, some kind of hunter. So many possibilities, guys. So many out there. So Let me know your thoughts, guys. Let me know if this is a figure you're going to be picking up for your action figures. Let me know what you think. So I definitely love it. I think it's an amazing figure. I think it's absolutely beautiful in details. At least this is one of my favorites. Lack of articulation in the head, but that's okay. It's a creature. It's a very big, bulky, ugly creature. So if you like today's review, guys, don't forget to hit the like, the notification, the bell to get notified. And last but not least, which you guys have, man, you guys have blown me away with how much you've been loving the channel. You've been communicating with me, and please hit the subscribe button. So with that said, me and the big mouth, which I'm sure it's probably stinky, we're done. Got to throw a tic tac in his mouth, and we are out.